morning. This is Engineer Suraj Singh, Professional Engineer in India. A talk regarding structures of buildings, RCC buildings. It's very important for all to have a good structure. What care you should take what care you should take about the construction of a building. Any building, one story, two story, more stories, any size. Forget about all this. You have to consider the structural requirements. First of all, your building has a foundation. That foundation rests on soil, which makes it incumbent on every owner to check, to inspect, or to have investigated the soil by any expert or by any laboratory, as is done all over the world. If soil strength is not good, if soil parameters are not encouraging, if soil is bad for the building, it will not work for anything. For dead load, for live load, for wind load, or for seismic load or earthquake load. It is therefore very important that the soil on which the foundation of the building is going to rest must be competent, must be strong, must be resistive, must not damage the foundation, must not settle, must result in good bearing capacity, safe bearing capacity. That is very, very important. To satisfy that requirement, owner through engineer should hire one soil expert or one soil laboratory or metal testing laboratory that can help. Once the report is received, engineer has an authority to decide on interpretation of the report or construction of the report, and he has to think on the minimum requirement of the foundation that should be based on minimum engineering sense and minimum economic cost. Minimum engineering sense in the sense that the material should be used, whatever material is included, even RCC or any other material, that has to be properly used at optimum level. Material should be properly utilized under stresses and strains, and it should not be misused. Minimum quantity of material should be used for the maximum benefit, maximum resistance to the building. That means you will save the cost. That means you will have a good foundation. That means the building will live long from strength angle and from durability angle. Because nowadays durability is very important. This means how long building can serve without failing during time of distress, time of damage. There is no time now to think of having a chance because earthquake has no answer. Earthquake can occur anytime. Nobody can predict the earthquake. It's impossible. No scientist, no engineer, no astrologer or anybody can predict when earthquake is going to occur. Nobody knows about the geology thoroughly. The earthquake science is undeveloped, fully developed only to the extent of 5%. It is therefore very important to have a soil investigation thoroughly to understand how the foundation should be rested on that. Analysis of structure is very important. Analysis of structure and design, theory of structures and designs. Whatever building you are going to construct must have certain structures. RCC structure, steel structure, or any other structure, pre-stressed concrete or anything. That must be thoroughly understood prior to manufacture the process, manufacture the material, manufacture in the sense construction process. The structure must be very strong. Strong in the sense that it should be able to resist all the forces going to be imposed on that. It may be live load, dead load, wind load, seismic load, or any other load, fire effect. It must be strong enough to resist all those forces. The building is not capable of doing that. You will loosen your money and you will stay in a possible graveyard. Building should be strong enough that it tells you before falling that I am going to fall by signs on that, by signs of distress on that. That's very important. You must hire an engineer, any structural engineer, any engineer who can help you to what type of building it should be, what type of columns, beams, slab, and what should be the size of those, thickness of those, and what type of steel and how many parts you have to fix in that. All should be known in the forms of structural drawings, which is very important. Don't leave this management to masons or to carpenters who cannot understand this technology. It is happening that small houses owners are doing anything without any drawing or design, or just what is done by by mason or carpenter, they accept that. I have seen locations when 12 bars or 16 bars are being used, where is requirement of only 12 They don't understand how heavy the bar it is. It's better for the structure. This is the misconception, and that should be eliminated from the thoughts. You are the owner. You are going to invest some money. You should be properly invested. If you invest just for nothing, it's your loss. The money should go to a material which helps serve the building during these damages and for permanent use. It should give proper service. If you are unable to get the proper service, it's a useless product. Your building must be properly returned to you when you invest the money. And architects can help you just to set the plans, set the spaces. They cannot help you by qualification to have a good structures without 100% support of a structural engineer. If an architect does that, it is a crime against society. Architects' qualification is limited to planning and space setting aspects, external and internal decoration aspect, attraction aspect, and not for the structural stability aspect. People have started understood, and the process is going on that architects should confine themselves to their discipline, while engineers have to confine themselves to their discipline. Whatever concrete you produce on site, it must be properly cured for the defined duration. Because certain people think if water is put on that on just for 1 or 2 days, or twice or thrice in the morning, evening, and night, it is enough. No, this is wrong. A maintainable temperature should be applied on that. Whatever temperature is, it may be more than, I'm sorry, it may 45 sometimes, it may be 50 sometimes in the weather, and that must be time when curing is required. Concrete temperature must be maintained for soft concrete as well as for hard concrete. It's very important. If you do the concrete irrespective of the temperatures, you are going to loosen the benefit of the concrete. Concrete has a technology and it reacts to temperatures, it reacts to many other aspects of material and applications on that. Your work should be properly done, properly supervised by a qualified engineer who has to check each and everything on site. Of course, you will spend a small amount of money on supervision in the form of fees or salaries, but you will save money in the forms of material optimum benefit, material optimum use. If you are going to save, say, 20 kilograms of steel per cubic meter of concrete, you will save a lot of money. And if you pay to an engineer about 20,000, 25,000 per month just for your project, it will be useful. First of all, you will make good use of the material, and you will be sleeping very well without any worry in your building. So you should learn about the building technology, how it can be done, how it can be maintained. Employ engineer, employ supervisors for the construction of your building. Only then you can have the benefit of your millions of rupees spent on any building. You want to save millions of rupees, or you want to save a few thousand of rupees. If you are going to waste money on steel for extra use, or you are going to waste concrete just without curing, I think it's your loss. It's therefore suggested that be careful in selecting your architect, be careful in selecting your engineer, be careful in all aspects. You should select only those people who know the job, who can give returns, not just shouting and firing on site, but doing the proper work. You should spend money on soil investigation. You should spend money on good construction. You should spend money on good surface. Not just do according to what tradesmen say. Tradesmen have their competency, but that is limited to the activities, not to the design or supervision of the job. If you do according to what is happening, then it is your bad luck. Engineers are there, supervisors are there, they can help you a lot. You should get their benefits. It is only a purpose to educate the people so that they have proper information about what should be done. If this information is not given, you cannot understand. People cannot understand. This is a technology, and technology must be used as per technology specifications. And only those people who are well qualified can return the job, can do the job, can deliver whatever is required. A building is going to stay there for 100 years, 50 years, 75 years. It depends. And you and your generation, many generations are going to stay there. Do you want to help your future generations, or you want just to spend your money for nothing? It's your choice, your option. I suggest again that you have your option in a good way, in a positive way, and make your building. Good luck. Thank you. This is Suraj Singh. Bye.